Why is the festival so significant to you? What does it mean to you? What does it represent?
My idea of a perfect day when I was in elementary school in the summer was to spend the morning at the festival, going through the kids area, playing games and making crafts. And then in the evening to go back to the festival and eat some good food and hang out with people and watch music. I never really appreciated the deeper meaning. There's an element to that is kind of magical. The festival brings out these things that just don't get to come out any other time of the year. Devin and I have known Brad Anderson, who's the executive director of Salina Arts and Humanities, for a long time. Brad reached out to us and he just said, hey, could we talk? And so we got together with him and he kind of laid out for us that the 50th anniversary of the River Festival was coming up. He asked if we could do some sort of documentary that might help tell the tale of the festival. When we started filming back in 2021, we thought we knew the festival, but we didn't.
During probably 2023, we go through the motions again of filming, and then it's like, oh, we probably should figure out what storyline we're gonna tell, because like within, I don't know, a year and a half of filming, we were like, what are we trying to do? I've come to really believe that there is a story worth telling at this festival. The more time that I've spent there, the more time that I've spent with the people who put it on, I have come to see that there is something very unique about this experience.
Eventually, the story started to emerge and become obvious to us. And what was surprising was that we wanted to go a much different direction. There was a version of this film that included a lot of, I guess I would call negative energy. We felt like we had to acknowledge kind of the darkness of the world in order to contrast that with the brightness and the unity of the festival.
I do think that a lot of media that we see is addressing a lot of the issues that we struggle with in our world. We need those kind of films. But I think we also need films that help us see how things can be when they do work well. And the River Festival is a place where people create that beauty.
What we realized was that the story we wanted to tell was less about the festival itself and what the festival means. As soon as we started doing interviews, we had people popping up left and right saying, you need to talk to this person, you need to talk to that person. People that had spent 30 years, 40 years, 45 years involved in the festival. And as important as those stories are, we realized this isn't a history piece. We're telling you about the festival that is there today. As I look back over the project, we spent time in kind of three different levels: what, how, and why. Most organizations are good at communicating what they do and sometimes how they do it, but very few communicate why. We watched some of that footage back and realized that it was just B-roll, and so we're like, well, we need to understand more, and so that's when we got into more of the how level of how is the festival put on, what goes on behind the scenes. And only here in the last year or two have we gotten to this deeper kind of why. Why is it important in people's lives? Why do people give of themselves to make it happen? This film wouldn't be what it is today without the people that have been involved. One of the things I love about that is that it reflects the festival itself. The festival is not planned or created by one person. It is the fusion of effort, sweat, tears of honestly thousands of people over the last 50 years. You know, if there's one thing that I take from all of this, it's the power of what we can do as humans when we put our minds to it, when we join hands and we do hard work. It's powerful to see people come together, even if it is over something that it might seem like a cherry on top of society, might seem like an unnecessary thing. Like Salina could survive without the River Festival. It wouldn't be as happy of a place, but it could survive. But these are the things we live for, is when we have opportunities to experience the best of life, not just the monotony of it. I hope that people everywhere have the opportunity to experience an event that's so important to them that they carve out their calendar especially for it.